Parental discretion advised.
And welcome back to What a Story. Today's guest is, and I'm going to screw this up, Geneveive Dube.
That
How
was pretty
that?
good.
Thank you.
Honestly, I've had worse. I've had people look at my name and call me Guinevere. I don't know where the U and R are coming from, but I roll with it. I understand. It's not easy.
So, Genevieve, you're a comic.
Mm-hmm.
And how long you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy for about 3.5 years, but it was pretty like aggressive from the start, meaning a lot of shows every week from the beginning. So, I mean, I've put a lot of hours in for 3.5 years, but yeah, 3.5 years. About.
That's cool. And what got you into it?
And I used to perform in like other aspects of life. Like I was a competitive figure skater, and comedy is a passion of mine. I also knew somebody in comedy and they kept suggesting that I try it. One day I just was like, all right, let me reach out to this comedian I know that's coming through Hamilton headlining. And, I just kind of told them I was interested in it, and I had already written a bunch of stuff. And so my first ever show, I did 7 minutes, and that first show I booked like 3 shows for the following week, and it just kind of snowballed from there. And I fell in love with it right away. Like the minute I was on stage and I saw the first, couple of people in the front row like smiling and like laughing a little bit, like right out of the gate, I was like, I'm addicted to this and I love it.
Well, that's good. I mean, it can be addictive. It can be very, very addictive.
Yeah. I mean, for me too, like I fell in love with it because I find that it is so similar to, like, I grew up as a figure skater. I retired right before I turned 23. And I find them similar in the sense of, like, I was a single skater. So you only have yourself to rely on and blame. So it's the highest of highs when it goes well and the lowest of lows when it doesn't go well. And
like anything new or any highlights?
yeah, I mean, specifically in stand-up comedy, my CBTV little special just came out this past week, actually. So Comedy Bar Chicago, they asked if they could record what's called a little special with me. So I'm really proud of it and excited about that. And then aside from stand-up comedy, still in the comedy space, I have a podcast out called Gorilla Cheeks, and we just got our first sponsor. There's about 9 episodes out, but it's a weekly podcast, basically where I hang with interesting guests, usually in the comedy space, acting, something like that. And I kind of wanted to feel like, as a listener, you're pulling up a chair at the table, having a drink with us, and getting to know each other better. So that's that. Yeah, I think those are the 2 big things I would like to promote right now.
That's cool. And
Yeah.
So what's your story?
Okay, my story for you. Now, I have some interesting stories from Los Angeles because I'm there part-time and that I wanted to share, but it just feels too it just doesn't. I feel like I would be outing people. So I was like, I'm gonna keep it simple because this week is actually my dog's 7th birthday, Lila, and she wasn't supposed to make her 7th birthday. She's a heart condition and she's crushing it basically. And if you can't see, there you go. She's having a little nap right now behind me. But the story that you sent me, the episode you sent me, inspired me because in that story there was sort of a moment of like, what a small world, or like something maybe a little supernatural in a way with that. So I wanted to tell the story of how Lila's name came about, because it was weirdly kismet. Like there were a few factors that played in that were like supernatural in a way. So I was dating somebody in Los Angeles, who was there at the time filming a pilot for an HBO show that the pilot didn't get picked up. So it was when he received the script, they purposefully didn't have the actual names that they were going to be, and it was an untitled production. Just for a little context, I went to meet Lila, and fell in love with her right away. And my best friend at the time was with me when we went to meet her. And we're driving home, and all I kept thinking about when I met her was the name, for some reason, Delilah. And I'm in my head, like I didn't even say it out loud. I'm like, that's too long for a dog name, whatever. But it just was like a feeling when I met her, which sounds weird, but it just was. And then we're on the drive back from this farm, and my friend goes, I feel like she's like a Delilah. And I was like, you're kidding. That's what I was thinking in my head. I don't know why that name never even crossed my desk before. I don't know why. And I'm like, yeah, but it's like too long for a dog name. And she was like, yes, but I was like blown away by that suggestion. It was so strange. And I was talking to my boyfriend, and I'm like, hey, we're gonna get her and bring her back to LA and stuff. And so I go back the next day to get her. This project he's working on, it's still untitled, but they had it's still entitled the day that I went to get her. But he found out the title the next day, and the main character he was playing opposite of. And that next day he was like, yeah, it's gonna be called Delilah. And I was just like, okay, it was too coincidental. It was too strange that within the span of like a few days, she suggested it. She said she felt it. I felt it before she suggested it. And then this HBO pilot was going to be named Delilah. So it was just kind of like a weird, it gave me goosebumps. And again, I was like, well, I think it's too long for a dog name. We played with the name Phoebe, but ended up settling on a partial form of Delilah. So we named her Lila. And it just felt like fate in a way. And she's been like the most special part of my life. So it just all felt like it came together in a weird supernatural way. Yeah, through like energy and feeling. So that's it.
Because remember, they're not pets, they're family.
She is my daughter through and through. I could have birthed her. And I mean, I always say like that relationship was special, and I got a lot of good things out of it. One of them is falling in love with Los Angeles and making some of the best friends in my life with that. But the biggest gift was him getting Lila for me. So she's been, yeah, the most special dog in the world.
All right. And if anybody wants to find you on the internet, what are your social medias?
It is my last name and then C, because I have another part to my last name. I'm French Canadian, so my parent, you tend to put the two last names together. So it's Genevieve. So it's Geneveive Dube C on all socials, basically.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. And
Thank
I
you for
will
having me.
see you next time I'm in Hamilton.
I'll see you soon. And
Yes.
well, you're gonna be a Hamiltonian soon.
Yes, I will. All right.
Exciting.
Talk to you later.
Day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
My 35th year to be a year of growth, right? A year of learning new things, maybe trying new things like anal, I don't know. Just try, not you, sir, calm down. Just try something new, you know? What I didn't have on my bingo card for my 35th year was to get roofied. At a men's gay bar? It kind of hurt my feelings. I'm gonna be honest. It kind of fucking hurt my feelings. I woke up the next day, I'm like, do I need to get my Adam's apple shaved down? Is the laser hair removal not working? You know? I don't know, it feels a little wasteful of a roofie. I'm just saying. It's a little wasteful. Hear me out. Me getting roofied at a men's gay bar feels like me not getting roofied at a Diddy party. Fucking wasteful.